everybody. It's Kelly from Loch BRIAR Knits, coming to you from Head of Jador. Okay, you know what? I've recorded that 3 times now, so we're just going to keep on going. Head of Jador, Nova Scotia. Not my usual place. usually in the city. We're on vacation. We're in our summer house, and so hence the new setup. Although I gotta tell you, I like this setup. The only thing that's missing is a footstool, because in this chair my feet don't actually touch the ground, so I'm probably going to be shifting around a lot. Anyway, neither here nor there. Knitting podcast episode 39, I think. So anyway, welcome to all the returning viewers and subscribers. Thanks so much for coming back. For all of the new viewers and subscribers, thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you'll keep coming back. And if you like the episode, please give it a thumbs up, because it really helps get the word out and helps us grow our viewership, and that's always awesome. Grow the community. So let's see what I have got, because I've been on vacation all week, and because in the back of my head I think I know that shoulder surgery is coming up and I'm going to be out of commission for a while. I literally have a record number of finished objects, or half-finished objects today to show you. I've done them this week. Anyway. I think that my verbal ability has also gone on vacation, so bear with me. Let's see, what else can we tell you for admin? Oh, that's hot. Oh, this is what I'm doing. This is my camp mug. It's not even a camp, it's a house. Who am I fooling? It's a house. This is my house mug, my summer house mug. These are literally from the dollar store, but I love them. Like, I got a few in different colors, but the green one's my favorite. So it's all green inside. And I'm drinking my lemon thriller tea from President's Choice, because I'm a creature of habit, if nothing else. And I'm gonna set that down there. What else? Oh my God, what else? Where to find me? I'm going to put all the places that you can find me down in the down bar, and also in the show notes. But I'm most active on Instagram as @KellyLBoyce, and also I have an Etsy shop where I sell my hand-dyed yarns, and that's at lochbriarknits.etsy.com. Everything else, there's a Facebook page, there's a Ravelry group, Loch BRIAR Knits. Go on, check that out, join up, try to get some community stuff going on there. I'm thinking about doing a knit along in the new year. That's all going to depend on when I end up having surgery and how long I'm out of commission for. So we'll wait and see. But if that's something you're interested in, just drop me a note below, and any ideas that you have for what kind of a knit along you'd like it to be, just let me know. We'll give that some thought. And I think that's it. So why don't we just jump right in, because I got stuff. So first off, probably the most languishing whip. And I don't actually, usually when I record, by the way, I have my computer plugged in, and that for some reason keeps the screen from like just blacking out on me because it gets tired apparently. I feel its pain. But I don't have it plugged in because it's a different setup, and the plug's like way over there. My cord doesn't reach that far. So if you see me like reaching up here, that's all it is. I'm just like making it so it doesn't ghost out. So this was the most boring knit ever. My husband wanted a scarf, and he picked out the yarn, which was Fleece Artist, part of their national park. Part of their national park series. It was the one for Manitoba. He thought that the browns were very manly. And he said he didn't want a fancy scarf. He just wanted something plain. So I did, there was a pattern I saw, I think it was called the cinder block one, but I couldn't find the actual pattern for it, but it was pretty straightforward. And the colors here are so dark. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but let's see. So it's basically garter border here, garter border here, and then in the middle here is stocking net stitch, and then it's separated by like kind of garter knit sections. So it just basically, oh, see what I mean? Okay, there we go. I don't know if it blacks out at your end or not. I have no idea. But that's, yeah, really, that was, and he didn't even, and thankfully he didn't want it long. He said, because this is how he wears his scarves. Under his coat, like this. So I didn't have to make it long, which was good, because honestly, oh my god, this was so boring to knit. And I think if it had been maybe a more fun color, or the color kind of changed a bit more, I would have liked it better, but it was brown, and it was like garter and stocking stitch, and it just felt like it was never going to end, but it finally did. So that's finished object number 1. And this was his Christmas present from last Christmas. So it's a little late, but I got it to him before next Christmas, because he was kind of joking that if I didn't get it done before my shoulder went out, he'd probably get it in like 2030. So there you go, done. So the other thing I finished, if you watch my Instagram stories, you will have seen it. Now this is not blocked because I finished it here and I don't have my blocking stuff here, but this is my Phoebe scarf, which is from Josie Paquin, and I think I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong because she's French, I believe, and my French sucks. So this is my second Phoebe scarf, and I absolutely love it. This is probably one of my all-time favorite knits, and there. So it's not blocked, but I love it. The thing I love about this is I knit it in, did I leave it here? No, of course not. Here it is. I knit it in, da-da-da-da. Let's see if I have one scanned up. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. Rocco Couture, and I'm saying that wrong. There we go. And it is, I actually had to buy new glasses while I was on vacation, and these stupid things were like almost 40 bucks. Like, what the hell? They're reading glasses. I can get 3 pair at Costco for 17 bucks. Whatever. But they're pretty. So these are 50-gram balls, and it's 60% extra fine merino wool, 20% baby alpaca, and 20% yak. And this is probably one of my absolute favorite yarns. I love this yarn. It is so light to wear. Like, even though this is a really long scarf, when you put it on, it is so lightweight, it feels like you're wearing hardly anything. But at the same time, when you go outside, it keeps you so nice and warm. When you come inside, it doesn't overheat you. It's like the best of both worlds. So, let me show you. Now, totally messed my vacation hair, which wouldn't take much. So, they don't have color names. It's made in Peru. They just have like the color number and then the dye lot there. So, but I'll make up my own names. Okay, so basically you have 2 main colors, and I don't know if I stand up, I'm gonna have room. Oh, I might. Okay. So you start off with 2 main colors at either end, I think I'm in frame. So I started off with like an eggplant and a sage. And we've got kind of the morning sun coming in, so these colors might be a little blown out. If I sit back, they're not too bad though. So then what you do is you stripe them like this. So you've got like your contrast, like a contrasting color, and then the main color, another contrasting color, and the main color, contrasting color. And then you sort of cross the two main colors over and switch over to your second main color and kind of do the same thing as you decrease. So, and then you just basically finish off the end with the main color. It's like, it's a really simple knit. It's really addictive. I think she has it on for free on her Ravelry page, pattern page. It's, and if you, oh my God, honestly. Okay, start again. If you go to her Ravelry pattern page, you can check it out. And I did notice, and I think probably when I block, this will come out. I think I just like, there's a couple spots here. It's not a drop stitch, which is what I thought originally. See if I can show you. I think it's just, I twisted. So you can kind of see right here, blocking my face. So that I think it's just, I think I just twisted the stitch, but I think when I block it, it'll all work out. There's a couple spots like that, and I think that's all it is. So yeah, like there's another one. And I don't know if I twisted it or if I just accidentally knit two together. Anyway, it's a really simple knit. I highly, highly recommend. It's fun because you're always changing colors, but it's total, you know, you can have a conversation when you're doing it. So, yeah, like I could watch TV, I could have a conversation, I could just do it anywhere. And there's also a shorter version, like if you don't want to have it be this long, although I love it this long, and it's not heavy to wear, then there's also kind of alongside the pattern for this length is for a shorter length, which I think I'm going to do with all of the leftovers because I had actually done this one to use up some of my leftovers. It really doesn't really take a whole lot of yarn. So, oops, there was one under the bed. I literally still have a lot left. So I think I'm gonna do a small one and give that as a Christmas gift to somebody. And also, this is got lots of nice dog hair on it too. I'll have to pick that off. When my family was over to the summer house for last weekend, I was showing my mom and she loved it. And given that I'm probably going to be hard pressed to get all of my Christmas knitting done before my I'm out of commission for a while, I may actually, oops, I may gift her this one. Because I still have one I'm doing in shades of blue that's coming up on my to-be knit list. And I have the one that I made for myself last year. So I think this may end up being a gift knit. I really love it, but I need some gift knits. So that may end up being a gift knit. So that is finished object number 2. And then, is that the only other finished object? Yeah, okay, so I had 2 finished objects. But I have a half finished object. Actually, actually it's a 3/4 finished object. I finished my burning down the house sock. Sorry, I get that. So this is just straight up vanilla sock, which is my usual. I didn't bring my sock blockers with me because I just didn't. I'm on vacation. Didn't seem to be the thing to pack. So see if we can. It's the usual. So it's the usual eye of partridge heel, and then just you know, I do the toe until I get down to about. Sorry, I do the toe until I get down to about 12 stitches and 10 or 12 stitches, and then I Kitchener it. But what happened with this one, you'll kind of notice the toe's a little more pointy than usual. I don't know. I thought I had measured it, and I thought, okay, now it's time to start doing the toe, like doing the decreases for the toe. And when I got to about here, I realized that I wasn't anywhere near the end of my toe. So I sort of had to just knit straight for a little bit, and then I started doing the decreases again. So I don't know what I was doing, but it does fit. Let's see if we can. But it is a little wonky in the toe. But they're just for me, so whatever. So anyhow, oh God. Okay, taking off socks actually hurts my shoulder. That's great. That's great. That bodes well. So this is my burning down house colorway. Which is these great orange and red and white stripes. And there's none of that in the shop right now, but there's plenty of other great stuff in the shops, so feel free to go have a gander. And then, this is sock number 2, so I finished the heel yesterday, and then now I'm starting just on the foot part. I'm about, not that much into it, so I'll probably do some work on that today, and I'm hoping I can finish these up before we go home. I think we're going home on Sunday morning. Give us time to kind of get stuff done back home before we have to go back to work. I don't want to go back to work. I want to stay on vacation forever. I am so ready for retirement. I am going to kick retirement's butt. I am going to be so great at it. Oh, I can't wait. I need an early retirement. Okay, so, I think that's it for finished objects. So I did do a new cast on. So I did, that's not it. This is in my loop bag, by the way. One of my sock project loop bags from my local yarn store. It's got little, you see the little birds on it, look like little chickadees, which I love. That's my favorite bird. Chickadees and owls. So I decided to cast on a sockhead hat, which in a way is kind of dumb because, where is it in here? There it is. These bags fit a lot in them. So this is just the sockhead hat by Kelly McClure. I do it a little bit differently in that I don't like a rolled up brim, so I do a long brim. And I'm knitting this out of Good Vibrations, and I don't know if this had a colorway or not. If it did, I may have cut it off. No, I didn't, because that's the whole band. Yeah, I don't know. but it's their 80% merino wool, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. So there's 100 grams and 330 yards in the thing. So it's good vibrations. They're out of, there we go, they're out of St. John, New Brunswick. And I absolutely, like, this is so beautiful. The colors in this, they're so muted and lovely. Like, just, and it knits up so nice, but it's so soft, so this is going to be a great. And it's funny, all these colors, but at the same time, it's fairly neutral in a sense. Like, I don't think, it's not really going to clash with too much, I don't think. We'll find out. I won't care. It's going to be such a nice hat. So I'll probably go another few 2-3 inches before I start my decreases, because I like a good slouch to it. So I will likely, well, I'll probably finish this or the sock up before we go. One of them. I don't know if I'll be able to do both. But this is my kind of preferred go-to hat pattern because, again, it's one of those you can take it anywhere. You can, it always looks great on. It's a great stash buster. And yeah, it always fits great. It fits great on my head. That's what I like. I like hats that look good on my head. I find if I wear ones that don't have a bit of a slouch to them, because I have a small head, that it's just, it almost looks like, it almost really just makes my head look small. Makes my head look like it is. So yeah, so that's probably going to be a finished object within the next week anyway. So I feel like we're motoring right along here. The next is my Tanya sweater. So this was kind of in the back burner a little bit while I worked on finishing my PHOEBE scarf. But then I picked it up the other day because I had gotten to the point, I think last episode, I was right where I needed to decide if I was going to, oops, get myself untangled. I had to decide whether I was going to go for another inch in the body before I started changing for the back and the front. But I decided not to just because I felt like it was long enough. So let's see if I can, I don't know if I'm far enough away, but this is basically, I guess, where the armpits are. How can we do this? So this is about, yeah, where it's, and it's supposed to be a crop, and I know that there's going to be some, like when I block it, it'll be a little longer, because this is baby llama. Oops. So, this is the back, actually, that I'm doing now. So I decided that this is a good length for me. I think you were supposed to go 14 inches or 15 inches, or whatever it was. I did one less. I'm doing the small, but I'm also short. And even though I'm evenly proportioned, I'm not high or low waisted, I'm pretty much evenly proportioned. I still felt if I had gone another inch, it might kind of have it hit at a spot that for me, I don't like my sweaters at that spot. I like it like just a bit above. So I stopped, and then there we go, see if I can. I split for the front and the back. I put the front on hold, Yay, Chagoo interchangeables. And then I've knit up, so I'm at the point now where I have to start, I think it's the shaping for the shoulders. This is the Tanya by Caitlin Hunter Boylan Knits, FYI. For anybody who is not aware of this sweater, which is probably nobody. But I'm now, where am I? I'm shaping for the upper back and shoulders. So now I have to go back and look at the tutorials on doing the wrap and turns because it's already slipped in my mind since the last sweater I did. And I just don't want to mess it up because I've come this far. So I'm probably clicking those and it's really loud. Sorry about that. But I have to say, I'm really glad I kept going with this because I love this yarn, which is, oh, I think I just did the Wollonbine. The Wollonbine music. So this is the Illimani Sabri. Go. So that's 85% organic cotton and 15% baby alpaca. Yeah, baby alpaca. It is like so incredibly soft. It is just like, it is a dream to work with. I've bought, I think at least one more sweaters quantity in the organic. I may have bought 2. I thought I had bought one shade of it and I can't seem to find it. So then I was thinking maybe I didn't, or did I just store it somewhere and then I don't remember where I stored it, which seems kind of silly because the only place I would store it would be in my craft room and I can't find it. So that means I either didn't buy it or it's time to reorganize my craft room a little. So anyways, this is a beautiful kind of soft gray. It's slightly marled and it is just beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. And with the cotton, it's going to be nice and light for summer. If I finish it before summer. But it'll be fine for the winter as well, or fall rather. So here's my one concern. It's not really a concern, it's just something that might happen. If I end up getting my surgery done before I finish this, I'm going to be in a sling for 8 weeks, for I think 6 to 8 weeks. For I think 2 weeks, I'm probably not going to be allowed to remove the sling. I think for the first week, you're not allowed to remove the sling at all for anything, not like showering, nothing, which is going to be gross. It's going to be gross. I'm going to be nasty. I'm going to be nasty in my mood, and I'm going to be nasty to be around. It's just going to be disgusting. And then I think in the second week, once the incision, you're able to get the incision wet or whatever, I'm allowed to take the sling off, but I have to hold my arm against my side and not move it. Because the problem is, the reason you're slinged up is they're basically, if I'm understanding the surgery correctly, pulling your muscle down from where it ripped and reattaching it to the bone, I guess. So I don't know how they do that. I almost don't want to know how they do that. Just wake me up and tell me it's done. And so, well, in order to get that to heal and not tear back off or have the sutures or whatever they use break, I have to keep my arm completely immobile, hence the sling. But I think in the second week they allow me to shower. But they're still going to be like, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be able to make myself food. My poor husband. He's getting that in sickness and in health thing down. But wait, where am I? So I'm not going to be able to really do anything. And the worst of it is, that's my Longview Creation lemonade bag, by the way. The worst of it is that it's my right hand, and I'm right-handed, or my right shoulder. So, you know, the arm that you're sort of dominant with, that you do everything with, is out of commission. And it's going to be out of commission for like 6 to 8 weeks in a sling, but then it's also going to be out of commission pretty much while you get the sling off, and then you have to rehab it because there's not much mobility. There's more mobility in it right now because I've been doing physio, so I can do this, and I can sort of go crossways and I can go behind. It pulls and it's uncomfortable when I do that in certain areas. But then once I have the surgery, it's going to be right back to pretty much the limited mobility I had when I first injured it, which was like, So I'm not going to be able to do anything. I can't like cut food. I can't, and everything that I can manage to do is with my left hand. So it's almost like you're doing something backwards and blindfolded. Like you're just so awkward with the hand that, and I'm actually, as a child, I was ambidextrous. So I'm really hoping it's because I kept breaking things on this side and I had to learn to be. So I'm hoping some of that comes back, but yeah. I'm not holding my breath because, you know, I think at some point the things you learn in childhood that came so easy are much harder when the older you get. So, anyway, that's my sad tale of woe. Yeah, so my point being is with the sweater, if I end up getting it done, I may not be able to wear it for a while, and by the time I can wear it, the season for it is probably past. So this may be a summer 2019 knit. I am going to keep going on it. I do want to try to finish it. But I think I am going to have to switch my concentration to Christmas knits. So that may have to go in the back burner a little bit. Just because I really want to try to get as much Christmas knitting done before I go under the knife as opposed to after. And I don't even have a date for surgery yet. Like my consult with the surgeon is August 30th. So I'll find out then. Definitely they're doing the surgery, although everybody I talked to was like, yeah, it's a full thickness tear. They always do surgery for that. So, yeah. So anyway, sad tale of woe. Woohoo. And I think that is all. You know what? Hang on. So I did, because I've been going back and forth on the Maytham shawl. I have caked balls of yarn in here that have nothing to do with the Maytham shawl. So I haven't actually had this out of the bag for a while. Ask me how my Secret Shawl Society knits are going. I'm still on the first one. And I love the colors. Here's the thing I was thinking too, is that these are the things that go through my head at 3 o'clock in the morning. If I can't take the sling off, I can't get fully dressed, which when I'm just in the house, okay, fine. I figure I can pull a tank top up and then kind of slip the other one up so I'm not walking around, you know, free balling it with the boobs all over the house. I'm sure my husband won't mind, but it could get a little chilly. Anyway, I'm thinking if I can't like get anything to cover this arm or whatever, and you're getting into fall, etc., I'm going to need something to kind of keep me warm. So I thought I should really get on the stick with the Maytham shawl, which I can't even remember which is this is the right side. So I thought I brought this with me, and I thought I would dig it out. The guys are off to On Tree doing the rope climbing, zip lining thing through the trees. I'm so jealous. I can't believe I'm missing it this year. Right before they left, my stepson said, "I can't believe you're not coming this year." And I was just like, I love zip lining and climbing. So anyway, really, poor me, I know. Other people have it much worse. I keep telling myself it's temporary. Anyways, meanwhile, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm thinking, I'm going to need something to keep me warm and have it so I'm not walking around the house freezing or half naked. So I thought a crescent shell actually would work pretty good that way, because you could kind of have it here and drape it over your shoulder, and then I can always take this side, kind of throw it over to hold it in place, blah, 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 blah. So I thought maybe it might be useful to dig this bad boy out again and get her done. So I brought it with me, and I think while the guys are out today, I'm going to work on that a little. I was going to do the Tanya, and you know what? They're going to be gone until about mid-afternoon, and right now it's like maybe, what time is it? I have no idea. It's like 20 after 10, so I got some time. So, stuff that's coming up. I am going to work on that. Christmas knitting. So, the kids, the nieces and the nephews, and my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, my husband, probably my brother, my mom, possibly my dad, although my dad really likes books, so I like to get him books. So anyway, let me work in my favor. One thing I don't have to knit. They all like hand knit stuff. The kids love the hand knit socks. My husband wants some hand knit socks, finally. I don't have to do another scarf. So I've been caking up yarn, trying to figure out who's getting what. So this is the one for my husband, and it is brown because he wants a manly sock, but it's got pops of colors in it too, and I'm really, really excited to see how this knits up. And I think this is Log House Cottage. Yes, this is Log House Cottage yarn. And I love their stuff. I've knit myself some socks in their yarn before. This is going to be for one of my nieces who loves purple. And this one, I think I got this one in my fiber share package from, I think, was it 2 years ago or was it last year? I didn't do the last fiber share that went around. I was just so busy that I just didn't get to it. It's a BFL. So that's the tag. It's in a language I can't speak. What do I have on there? Oh, that's what it's for. So yeah, so I've got that one done. My mom said that my second youngest nephew, who would be, how old would he be now? I want to say 9. 9? Said that he wanted a pair of like bright pink socks. So I could check with my brother on that one, because I don't know if that was just one of those whim things he said and then changed his mind 5 minutes later. My sister is getting yarn that I brought home from Edinburgh. So I'm not going to show you that because I don't want her to see it. Just in case she's watching. Sorry, Al. This is Madeline Tosh. And who did I decide is getting this one? I think I'm going to do this one for my brother-in-law, Alan. And it's, I hate when I take these tags out and then I can't get them back in. So this is a great mix of blues and greens, which I think will be really good for him. So here's the thing though, he has gigantor feet. Like I think he's my sister said he's size 12. So I am going to have to do, I think, contrasting heel and toe, just to make sure I have enough yarn of this. So I do have some minis at home, and I think I have a mini which is like a forest green, but I was also thinking maybe I might try a brown, or I might just do something really funky and do like, I don't know, bright red or something. I don't know. But I like that one for him. Then this is the one that my nephew, which I think I showed, he liked the greens and the pops of berry red in it. And there's actually purple in there too, but I don't know if you can see it very much. You can see some of the purple kind of going through there. There's more in it. You just can't see it where it's caked up there. And that's my summer berry splash yarn. There is more. I think there's 2 of those left in the shop. Then I've got this one, which is sparkly. So here's the thing is I have 2 nieces and I have 4 nephews. So my sister's daughter likes any color except for green. So, but then I also have this here, which is, I'm pretty sure this is this my fiber for the people? Yes, this looks like fiber for the people. This might be the purple people eater. Yes. Purple people eater. So I thought it might be fun. I thought it might be fun to do purple for my nieces, like kind of shades of purple. So I might do, so I don't know, I might do one, sorry, brain fart. Let me think about this. Let me think about this while you all wait. So I've got to figure that out. I got to figure out who's doing what. Anyway, so I just brought some yarn with me to start caking it up because I'm worried that I'm going to like get the word that, oh, I'll go do my consult. And he's like, okay, so we're going to do this on Wednesday. And I'm going to be like, no, wait. So that's pretty much a lot of my upcoming knitting is going to be Christmas knits. So I am going to do like a mini, the shorter version, or just like a, let's have a little gray one. That'll be right in the middle of the scarf. But I think I might do I think I'm going to do the short version. And I may actually modify it even shorter than what the short version of the pattern calls for. To use up like some of the leftovers, because there's quite a few. There's like this, there's a teal one about this size that just rolled under the bed. There's red, there's navy. So, oh wait, oh that was the teal. I'm not sure what color it was. It just rolled under the bed. There's some purple. So, and I don't know if I'm going to do it with a main color. What I might do is just literally just alternate the stripes and use kind of the pattern as a guideline for it. So I think that might be what I do. And I still I have a couple full skeins. So I have a couple full skeins. I could probably do the 2 main colors. Anyway, whatever. That's that. That is that. So the other thing, so for future knitting, Here's one thing I did notice. When I knit, I don't really use my shoulder because I'm usually kind of like this, and I've been getting really good, I've been practicing, about keeping my shoulder immobile and kind of holding this area stiff, and not like stiff like dragging it in, but just keeping it immobile and just knitting kind of like this. So I'm hoping that once I'm able to like get out of the sling, because I think at a certain point I'm allowed to get out of the sling and kind of like stretch my arm a bit so it doesn't get, the joint doesn't get all stiff and gross and disgusting. Anyway, what was I talking about? So I'm really hoping that my time like out of the sling, or in the sling, out of commission is going to be limited. So I've been kind of looking at doing some dream knitting. Oh, actually here is an ad for I Love Isabel Kramer, and this is one of her shawls. I think this is this the Grier? Yeah, this is the Grier shawl. I really want to knit that, and I think it's done out of, I think it's done out of DK. I'm gonna have to check that, but I may do it out of fingering weight, because I don't really have a whole lot of DK. I have some, like a couple sweater quantities, but I've sort of designated them, which I'll probably show what I was doing next episode. Is I was going through my sweater stash and designating patterns for them, which I had already done when I had bought it, but in some cases my, like what I want to knit with it has changed now, so I've gone back and kind of changed that up. So I should have tagged this. I thought I did tag it, but yeah, it's Autumn Forest. I really want to knit this up. So here's kind of what it looks like. Another picture of it. So this is out of the Autumn Winter #3. And I always say the name of this wrong. I think it's Line. I always want to say Lane because if it were English, that's probably how it'd be pronounced. But it's, I think, Lane or Line. Anyway. I really want to knit that. So that's on my dream knitting list. And oops, there's also a, let me see who does this. The pattern is by Joanne Spittler. There it is. So that takes 2 skeins of, I'm going to guess 100% pure wool, 380 yards. So maybe that is a fingering weight, 100 grams. Yeah, so that's, I actually have some of the Illimani yarns that I used, the same base that I used for my Puntilla sweater, which also I need to fix the color in that. That's on my to be done before I'm incapacitated. So that's on my dream knitting list. But the other thing, oh my god, I'm just like, oh. So that's my dream knitting list, along with a couple of sweaters that I would love to do before fall, winter, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. Anyway, so the other things I've been doing on my vacation is reading. I have got so much reading done compared to what I usually get done. So I finished The Glass Castle by Jeanette Wells, which they have a movie, and I think the movie is on Netflix, and it's got, what's his name in it, Woody Harrelson. So anyways, it's basically Jeanette Wells. It's her memoir of her life growing up, and oh my god, seriously, total shit show. But but such a well-written book. And I think she has her first fiction book out. It either just came out or it's coming out, and I'd really actually like to pick it up. But yeah, that was so good. Like, it was hard to put down. It took me a while to read it just because I didn't have that much time, but every time I had a few minutes, I was like, I'd pick it up and then I'd get sucked right into it. So, speaking of getting sucked right into it, that was the second book I read on my vacation, Joy Fielding, Grand Avenue. This book was really good. Here's the thing. It was really good. I couldn't put it down. I was literally like, it was turning the pages faster and faster trying to find out like how things turned. And then near the end, it took a turn and I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, well, all right, let's see where this goes. But then I think the way, I guess for me, in the end, the way the book ended wasn't satisfying. Like, it wasn't a satisfying ending for me. And I'm not saying it wasn't a bad ending. I get why it ended that way. But I don't know. It didn't, the ending didn't work for me. But the rest of the book was fantastic. And I would definitely read more of her books because it was really good. So it was basically 20 years in the lives of 4 women through marriage, motherhood, and murder. So it was good. It was good. I do like her writing. I would definitely read her again. I don't know, the ending just, it didn't work for me. But this is next on my list, The Breakdown. And this is the same one. I think I read one of her other books. I don't remember which one. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. Anyway, this one, two of my coworkers read, and they said it was really good. So they lent it to me to read. So I'm going to start that one next. And I think that's everything. Acquisitions. So we went to like I don't know, like a little, not a variety store. It was sort of a combination between like a dollar store and a variety store or something like that. But they had some Knit Picks Dreams there, circular needles. So this is like size 1, and it's 16 inch. So I just grabbed them because they were like $6.99. And I'm always looking for usually the 16 inch, and I do like the Knit Picks Dreams. That's in the rainbow wood. I have another pair like this, and I love them. So I just grabbed them. That's my acquisition for the, that's it. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's pretty much it. Life stuff. We're on vacation. We have had actually really good weather. We came down, my husband took Thursday off, and I took Friday off. So when I got off work on Thursday, he was already down here, so I just grabbed everything, threw it in the car, got the dog, and I drove down. And then my family, so Thursday and Friday were like fantastic. No, wait, Thursday might have rained. I don't remember. I wasn't here, so it didn't matter. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were all hot and sunny. Monday was hot and sunny too. Tuesday might have been hot and sunny. No, Tuesday was sunny in the morning, and then we had rain in the afternoon, like late afternoon. And then it was rainy yesterday. Or it was supposed to be rainy. No, it was rainy on Wednesday. Yesterday was nice for most of the day, and I spent the entire time out on the deck, and today is sunny and beautiful. I think we were supposed to get rain tomorrow, but it keeps changing, so I don't know. And then it's supposed to be sunny on Sunday, so it's been good vacation weather. So we haven't done a lot. The guys have been making good use of the kayaks, and I've been waving forlornly from the deck. I have gotten a lot of knitting done. I've gotten a lot of reading done. I've just been relaxing. We did a couple little jaunts out. There was an art gallery which actually had original Maud Lewis prints in it, which was pretty awesome. But mostly we've just been hanging out here, and I have to say it has been so relaxing. I have done no writing. I'm at a bit of a crossroads as to what I'm going to do with this book right now. There's half of me saying if it's taking you this long to write it, it's probably just not the book you should be writing right now, and maybe you need to set it aside. And then there's the other part of me that's saying I already paid for the cover design, I paid for half of the editing, I've got it written, I just have to finish revising it, which is kind of significant because, which is fine, I like doing revisions. But, I don't know, it's just like my head's just not in it, so I don't know, I think I just need to sit down and make a decision on what I want to do there because, I don't know, something's not working. So, I'm also finding it difficult to type right now because if I'm working at a desk, just the pressure kind of shoves my arm up, which puts pressure in the joint, and it gets really painful after about 20 minutes. So even when I am writing, I can't do it for very long, or I have to try to find a comfortable position. Anyways, this week I was going to write, and then I just said, you know what, I just want a week off. I just want a week off of everything that I don't want to do. And that apparently was one of the things I didn't want to do, so it's probably not a good sign. Anyway, what else? We've been watching, on Netflix, we've been watching The Roman Empire, which has been really interesting. And we've been going back and watching old episodes of Friends as well, so that's kind of fun. We don't have TV, like we don't have cable here, but we have a TV screen and we have internet, so we can kind of hook our computer to the big screen and then we can watch Netflix from there. So in the evening we'll usually sit down and we'll watch some of that. And that's about it. I've been catching up on my podcasts. I noticed that Inside Number 23, Katie has a new one up today, so that's what I'm going to do when I'm done here. And then I'm just going to do some editing on this and probably get it up Saturday or Sunday. So that is everything. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm actually over an hour. I didn't think I'd be that long, but I imagine once I edit down stuff, it'll be less. So thanks everybody for showing up. For returning subscribers and viewers, thanks so much. You guys are awesome. For new viewers and subscribers, thanks so much for watching. I hope you come back. Please hit the thumbs up if you've liked the episode. That really helps us get the word out. And until then, happy knitting, and I'll see you guys next time for episode 40. See you later.